Hey there, I just wanted to do a quick video to show you the Prospectors user interface. I just want to try and explain it real quick because I know so many new players are gonna come into the game and they need something quick just to show what's going on the screen. And from there you can use the game tutorials and everything else um, to catch up basically, because some of us have played this game for years, so in a way we have an advantage over you guys. But that's good for you because you can use this knowledge to prepare yourself for grand land before it comes. So here we go. So up here on the left, I'm going to start right up here on the left is the player's gold balance display. So when you see this, when you see any numbers here, this is your gold balance in the game. As a new player, you're gonna start with 0, so that's okay, you can work your way up. So that's the player's gold balance display place. Then next, this funnel you see over here is a filter button. So if I just click on it, this is what you get. Don't worry about what you see right now. As we go on in this game, I'm gonna explain everything, but just know that's the filter button. You can filter lots of things: your plots, confiscated plots, free plots, favorite plots, routes. You learn about all that stuff. Then on the right you can see all this stuff. You can filter the materials, resources, tools, all this stuff. So just know that's the filter button. Let me just close that. Then next we have the search button. So this is like the Google in the game. So if I click on it, I can search anything I want. Let me just use my ears account. Ears on ledger s. Yep, so there I am. So I can search for myself. So that's the search, the search button, which is the Google in the game. Then next is the top players button. So where you see this little trophy here is the top players button. I've just clicked on it, and now you can see the top players in the game and their gold balance and everything. There are lots of um, factors that determine the top players, but I won't get into them right now. As we go on, you'll learn about that. Let me just close that. Then next is the maximize minimize screen button. So if I just click on it, my screen goes to max. If I just click again, my screen goes to minimum. So that's, it's as simple as that. It just expands and contracts the screen. Yeah, so you now know what that is. Then next is the plot location data display. So if I just look up here, I'm gonna indicate it here. There is I clicked on a plot and it's -03 slash -03, and someone named it airfield 1. So it basically displays the plot location and name. So I just call it the plot location data display. So there we are. You can also call it the plot details display, right? So next is it's the back to map center button. So this big button, yeah, it's really big. This is the big button here is the back to map center button. If I click on it, let me first move my map away. If I click on it, it brings the map back to the center. So now you know what that does. It's also a very simple button. That's what it does. Then next is the in-game market button. So this button right here is the in-game market button. If I click on it, it brings everything to do with the market. We'll learn about market things later on, but yeah, it just shows you everything on the market. You can see what's on the market at the moment. You can see which people are selling, which people are buying. Yeah, so that's what that button does. Let's close that. Then next is the in-game jobs button. So this, which I call Thor's hammer button, if I click on it, it shows you all the available jobs in the game at the moment. um, all the available jobs and what the employers uh, are asking for and what they want to pay for the jobs you can do for them if you're a worker. Right, let me just close that. We are going through this real quick because it's just to go through the user interface and for you to understand it on the fly, just like that. Okay, next is the in-game land registry button. So if I click on it, this shows you all the plots in the game, all the rented plots, the free plots, and all the people who are auctioning their pieces of land. So yeah, and there is an inbox. You can message the person selling, and exchange messages. You can choose your favorite plots. Uh, so that's exciting. That's the land registry, right? Next is the all my stuff button. This is very important because new users always have no idea where their items are. So the all my stuff button is right here. Let me just click on it. If I click on it, it shows me everything I own in the game, uh, and then where it is. So I can easily click on a plot and go and find where my stuff is. Yeah, so that button is very, very crucial to new users. Right, next is the wiki button. Very, very important to new users. Again, this is actually, I think, the most important one. So if I click on it, it shows me all the buildings in the game, all the resources in the game, all the materials in the game, tools, transport, and speed boosts. So it gives you the information you need to know, the data you need to know, and this is very important. So I just clicked on the gold mine. It tells me what the gold mine is all about. It tells me what I need to know in terms of construction, what's required, the levels required, and lots of exciting things. So this button right here, if you're a new user, if you're a new player, should become your best friend, right? Yep. So let's just move on. So the next button right here, a little thing, no, I wanted to click it and clicked somewhere else. The next button is this. This I call the game status bulletin display. Wow, every player trying to get onto the top players list, uh, their details are shown right here. So whatever is happening in real time is being shown here. So this person, player count 1, just earned 420 points a few moments ago. The next player, Eric, earned 270 gold. So you can see what's going on in real time right here. Let me just minimize it. Ooh, fat fingers. Click on it. Yep, there we are. The next button is, if I click right here, you can see these are the workers. Let me just click away, close. So these are the workers buttons. So every player starts with 3 workers in the game, and each worker has a button that represents them. So if I click, let's say up here, this is worker 1. I close, I click again, this is worker 2. There are some pop-up buttons coming up. I will explain those in a minute. Then if I click on this guy, that's worker 3. So this is worker 1 button, worker 2 button, and worker 3 button. So let's just go to worker 1 button and explain these little pop-up buttons, right? So the first button up here, which looks like a guy running, like a fire escape guy. This is the workers movement button. So if I click on it, It tells me everything I need to know about the movement of this particular worker. So if you have no idea where he is and all that stuff, if you click on this button, it will give you details about his movement. So let me close that. We're going through this real quick. If I click again, there is a button right here in the middle, and this button I call between workers item transfer button. So if you click on this button, you can actually use it to transfer items between your workers or between you and your friends workers. So you need to really know this button, because new players try to do lots of things and they get confused about where the things are. Let me just close that. Hey, when I was recording, I forgot to show you this very important button. Let me just show you real quick. Among the pop-ups here for the workers, this button right here at the bottom, if I click it, it just shows you where the current location of the worker is. So it's like a little compass there. And if I go somewhere else on the map, let me just go somewhere else, and if I click it, it always takes me to the worker's current location. Yeah, so we've done that. Let's just move on to the next thing. Now I'm going to show you something here, right here in the middle, top top part of the screen, and it is the plot resources display. So if I just find a random plot, let me just go somewhere, right click somewhere with some resources. Most of these plots are empty. I clicked on something there. So if I click on this plot, -05 slash 08, uh, owned by someone who calls themselves Orwellianism. Well, um, it has resources. It has ore, it has coal, it has clay, and they're displayed right here at that point, which I call the plot resources display. Gives you all information about a plot and tells you which resources are on the plot. So when people buy land in the grand land, in order to know what sort of resources they have on a plot, they will have to click on the plot, and it tells you right here what's on the plot. Yeah, so that's it. Moving on, the next display is what I call the plot owner name display. If I click here, and I click right here where all my workers are at the moment, here at the train station, you can see that this account is called Prospectors C. So this is the developer's account basically for this game. This is one of the accounts, so it is displayed right here. And if you're looking for friends in the game and everything, you can always look in this location to know who owns the plot you've clicked on. Even if it's your plots, you can click on them and you'll see that you own them. Your name will be displayed here, the plot owner's name, right? So moving on, the next one is the plot details button, and it's this little building here in a circle. If I click on it, I've just clicked on it, it tells you everything you need to know about any plot you own in the game, any storage you have in the game, right? So new players always have free storage at the train station, so it gives you all that detail and tells you where your workers are as well. Then your favorite plots, if you have plots you like in the game, locations you visit often, this is the button to use. Let me just close that. So now you know. All right, so the next one is the alliances button. You can see a little orange thing here pinging. So if I click on it, let me go to my alliance. If I click 24 carat, there we are. It has everything to do with alliances. Some of you want to join alliances and gain advantage in the game. If you want to join my alliance, it's 24 carat. Started it right when alliances started in the game. We never used to have alliances in the game, but because I played some games before, I used to play Clash of Clans, and we had lots of clans, and I used to enjoy the clan aspect of the game. um, yeah, but now I'm focused on blockchain games, and I love to play to earn, as well as playing for fun. So yeah, anything to do with alliances, you find it, with this. If you click on this button, the alliances button, so let me just close that. Yeah, we'll talk about this again as time goes on. Next is the messages button. So this is very straightforward. If I click on it, uh, I can see messages. I can see which people I've talked to. I can see what I said to them, and I can link to Telegram as well. Yeah, so in case you want to talk to other players in the game, this right here is the place. Very simple. Let me just close that. Then next is the game settings button. This is really important. Every detail you need to know is right here about your account. If you want to buy premium accounts, this is the place to come. It tells you your balances. If you want to exchange PGL to gold, this is the place. Migrations, settings, all this stuff you need to know is right here. So that is the game settings button. Then where you see this crypto artist name is the player name or nickname display. So when you get into the game, you may want to show your nickname, without just using your EOS account or Wax account. uh, this is the place your nickname is gonna get displayed in the game. So let's quickly just go to the center and finish this up. So right here where you see all my workers is the train station, um, with the white highlight over here. That's the train station. um, and over here on the left is the bank. Oh, I clicked the wrong thing. Over here on the left is the bank. So this is the central bank in the game, and it's owned by the game developers, uh, or the game administration, or the game government, right? And right here at the center is the government building. uh, it's the in-game government building. If I click on it, yeah, I can see that it says government there. If I just go to the side, there is no storage, nothing else there. Let me just close that. Then right here on the right is the in-game university building. If I click on this, you can see there that it says university. These buildings are owned by the game developers in the game. uh, and then uh, here is the casino. I don't want to click on it because it's gonna load lots of other pages, but just know it's also owned by the game developers right there. That's the casino. Okay, so I just want to show you the anatomy of a plot real quick because it's part of the user interface. So if I just click, let me just find a plot without a building and just show you. If I click this one, -07 -05, let's just go through the anatomy real quick, where you see these crates, open crates and barrels and whatever. If I click on this, this is the storage. So that's the storage button. Every time someone talks about your storage, that's the place to go. Let me just close and go to something else real quick. You can see these other buttons here. If you have resources on a plot of land, each of these buttons indicates those resources, and you can click on them to see the details. Right, let me just close. Then there is this button that says rent. In the old worlds, which are the current worlds, we used to pay rent, or we are still paying rent. In the grand land, we won't need to pay rent at all. Yeah, but this is like just something to show you. If you want to pay rent in the old lands, this is the place to come. Right, if we go to the right, there is this board here. People is looking for jobs. This is the place to come. This particular plot doesn't have any jobs on it. Someone calls it swampland. This is swampland, doesn't have any jobs. That's funny, swampland. Okay, so if you need jobs, this is the button to click. Then there is this tent here. If you click on it, it shows you all the workers on this plot. and what they're up to. Then can show you who is coming, who is ready, and sleeping. So this shows you everything to do with the workers on this plot. Yeah, so that's it. This is how the plots look, and that's basically the anatomy of this game. We've just gone through the user interface. If you're a new player, this is very important for you to know. It's just a quick one. If you have any questions, I'm always ready to answer them in the Prospectors Telegram group. Yeah, so there we are. Catch you next time. I hope you manage to find some NFTs for the Grandland in the upcoming sale. Uh, by the way, don't forget to like, subscribe for more content like this. If I get enough engagement out of it, I'll know you like it, I'll know you want it, and I'll create more of it. I need something to motivate me to do it.